Everything's in the buy it now. Go take a look. If you're interested, hi Charlie. Everything's in the bin. If you'd like to go see what I have. There we go. It's finally working on YouTube. Whatnot. You've been glitching for 2 days. There we go. It's finally working on YouTube. Whatnot. You've been glitching. Okay, I have that set up. What a pain in the butt. Wanted to do a show last night and it just... You have to go through a backwards way to get it to connect now. The little more tab, multicast tab, doesn't work anymore. It just shorts out and cuts back to the show page. So then when you get ready to go on the air, you have to hit something else. And last night it just was a black screen. I put a question out there on the Facebook Whatnot group 2 days in a row, but so far nobody's been able to answer the question as to what's been going on. Yeah, I'm just going to keep running this. Hey, whoever's there on YouTube. And I did confirm for those watching on YouTube that that QR code is still good. If you scan it and you sign up to Whatnot, they will give you a free $15 to spend if you're not already signed up. If you hear screaming in the background, that is the cat. She's in a timeout because she knew I was going on the air, so she decided that it was time to scream. But scan that QR code for those watching on YouTube if you're not already signed up to Whatnot, and come on over because you can't buy anything on the YouTube end. You have to buy it on the Whatnot end. It's just a multicast so people can see the show. Last night I had people watching one of my older shows on my live on YouTube because the app wouldn't connect. And so they knew I was doing a show and they were trying to tune in and they were watching the old show. And I'm like, no, that's an old show. I'm not even on live right now. So thank you to the 5 people on YouTube. Make sure you scan that QR code for your $15. I wanted to do a Thursday night show and not a Friday night show, but the app has been glitchy the last couple of days. Everything is in the bin. Let me open the show notes. Yeah, here it goes. Everything is in the bin. And I have best offer turned on most items. If anybody wants to share the show, there's jewelry, coins, a few cosmetic items, some bags, lots of brooches, a few pieces of small 1/4 grain gold. There's some new items that are really awesome that I've added in for tonight's show that came from a storage facility somewhere in Kansas. And one of the items needs a battery, so I didn't list it yet. I'm waiting for Amazon to deliver my battery between 5 and 10 today, California time. And hopefully it gets here soon so that I can put that one item. It's a really nice men's watch. I can put it in my next show. Looks like it's vintage, but it looks brand new. Looks like it was never worn. Once again, for those watching on YouTube, if you scan that QR code and sign up under my code, you will be awarded $15 from Whatnot to go shopping. Yeah, this is going to be tough on Friday night. There's a lot of people on right now. I really wanted to come on Thursday, but it would not multicast to my YouTube, and I get a lot of my audience from YouTube. I will not be running the auction format tonight because there's not enough people on the app, but I am running everything in the Buy It Now in the bin. Just click the Shop tab on your screen for those watching on Whatnot. And there are 56 items in the bin. I'm going to pin the gold just so people can see something up on the screen. You won't be able to see that if you're watching on YouTube. You'll see part of it. You'll see the title, but you won't be able to see. I don't think you'll be able to see the picture. I can't see it on my end, so I guess you guys can't see it either. I'm watching on the iPad for the YouTube side. Like I said, 56 items. Just start throwing me the offers, people. Once again, if you're on the YouTube end, you won't be able to purchase an item unless you sign up for Whatnot and go over to the app. I know my mod was looking for this show, but I've been trying to go on the air since last night. Major technical issues on the multicast end. So let me sign out on my screen for just a moment and let the mod know that I am live and go back. There we go. You might see a blank spot on the screen for a few moments while I was sending the message to the mod. I see Elegant Shiny Treasures joined and Charlie023 joined. Thank you. Oh, there's my mod right there. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, I really wanted to do this show last night, but Whatnot is having connection issues on the multicast. I don't like doing a Friday night show because I feel people are watching other shows or they're out for the evening. I really wanted to do a Thursday night show when, people are usually home on Thursday evenings, resting up for their weekend, but it wasn't meant to be. So at least it gave me a chance to list. I listed a lot more items, not only on, my Whatnot platform, but on the other platforms that I list on. And there's one item that I have that came today, but it needs a battery, so it's not in the show. But it's a men's vintage watch that's really nice. Looks like it was never worn. There's not a scratch on it, but I cannot put it in the show until the batteries come tonight. I did one of those emergency orders from Amazon. Speaking of that, my Alexa is trying to talk to me now. Alexa, what's my notification?
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. A shipment will arrive today, including cat food.
Okay, thank you, Alexa. Yeah, I'm waiting for the watch batteries. I have a ton of them here, but not the size that I needed for the men's. It's a Timex Indiglo that's just gorgeous. So I can always list that later this evening in the marketplace. Once the show is over and done with. Um, One of the coolest items that came in today's lot is this British coin bracelet. It's from the 1940s, and it's made of multiple types of British coins, and there's some like an earring set that goes with it. So that's pretty cool. I do well with the coin bracelets. That came from an auction in Kansas from a storage locker. I don't know where in Kansas, but I know that it came out of a Kansas storage locker. That's where also the new watch, or the vintage new watch, came out of. And there was also a really nice knife, but when I got it, the condition was not as good as I had hoped. So I'm just listing it as an item that's for parts or repairs. I mean, it does work, but the blades are no good, and there's some there's some missing chrome. Well, the coin bracelet, let me take a look at the shop. It's definitely there. Should be. I did add it. I'll pin it if I can find it. There's so many items to scroll through. Well, where are you? Oh, it's right there. There we go. I just pinned it for you. It's in there. No problem. Yeah, and it has a matching set of earrings that's got some other British coins, and then a tiny like gold India coin that go with and they're also from the 40s, so super vintage. So I'm selling the bracelet with the coin earrings as well. And if somebody doesn't want the earrings, they can just resell them. Oh, it's gorgeous. Especially like the setting for the earrings, like it's like clip on, and it's gold. Well, gold tone, I should say. I didn't test it for real gold, but it's not marked as such. But it's got two British coins and an Indian gold coin. It kind of looks silver in the light, but it's actually, let me focus it. It's actually a gold coin, gold tone coin. But the bracelet it's probably worth a lot more money than I have it listed for. My goal is just to get this stuff moving. So I can't wait to get the battery later for the Timex Indiglo. This is the Timex Indiglo that I'm waiting for the battery. It's really nice, and it doesn't have a scratch on it. So it's got one of those stretchy bands that's two-tone, but I'm just waiting for the battery before I'll probably have to list it for the next show. But there's 56 other items. And I still have like a zillion watchers on the pearls on all the other platforms, and I still have that no pay. It's a 7, including the clasp. It's kind of tiny. I didn't even try it on. And I don't have great pictures of it because I still have the iPhone 13 and I don't have the Pro version or the Pro Max. So this iPhone 13, it's supposed to have a macro lens in it, but it doesn't. It doesn't work on my phone. It never has. So I think I'll be able to up my game when I'm able to replace my iPhone someday. But Right now, I'm medical bill poor. So as long as the iPhone is working, I'm going to stick with it. But yeah, it takes really crappy pictures on like the rings and the jewelry and the picture is your best bet on doing a sale, especially on some of the other platforms. At least on this platform it's live. So if somebody wants to see an item, I can hold it up to the camera and then you guys can get a better look. But that doesn't, on other platforms like eBay or Poshmark or Mercari or Facebook Marketplace or Etsy, people are only going to see your picture or your video. They're not going to actually see it live. And we turn this over. I don't know, this all got flipped over. The cat was out here bugging this, and then she started screaming right before the show. So she's in a timeout right now in the bedroom. But there were plenty of people that were ready to watch this last night, and then it just wouldn't connect to my YouTube. And thank you for your offer. I have accepted your offer. Let me go back to my screen. The pop-ups on my phone prevent me from going in and out of the catalog, in and out of the shop to the screen. It would be in your account if you haven't already spent that. When you signed up for Whatnot, you got the $15. And I know you did buy a couple of things in past shows, but I don't remember how much you spent. But I know you bought a couple items with that. So you can look at your wallet, which is on your screen, and it'll show you if you have any credits. Because I know you got the buyer's credit because I saw it on my end. But that's when you first signed up. So if you already used it, they're not going to give you like another 15. They'll only give you the first 15, if that makes any sense. And then you pay for the shipping. Yeah, I remember you bought a couple items. But last week or last show, I had somebody that came over from the YouTube in. And I'm pretty sure they bought something. So there was more people actually watching on YouTube than on Whatnot. But now that the YouTube channel got demonetized, YouTube is not pushing my lives out there. It changed the algorithm. So when there was like tons of people coming in on the YouTube side, those people aren't seeing this anymore unless they're subscribed to me. Because the algorithm has crapped on me now. And that's the nice way of saying that. And at the rate that I'm putting out the videos and the fact that I am so disgusted with YouTube, I will probably never be monetized again. I'm just going to continue to do the videos when I want to for the fun of it. But thank you for your purchase. But yeah, there should be on your screen. I wouldn't see it on my screen because I'm running a show, but on your screen, on the right side where the menu is, you should see a wallet. And if you click your wallet, it'll tell you if you had like credits or if you had coupons. But it's really nice. I'll have to remember to take it off the other platforms. Oh, okay, then you already used it. Yeah, I think you bought something for 5 and you bought something for 10. But that's like, right away, you could keep this to wear this with the earrings, or if you needed the funds someday, you could probably list these either Whatnot or eBay or Posh or Mercari, and maybe even Facebook Marketplace would be better than those others. I would say Whatnot would be your number one choice, but these are from the early 1940s, every single coin. I looked at the dates, and it's very clean too. And I don't know what these coins are made out of. I should have researched this before I put it up, but I wouldn't be, I would check to see based on the years if some of these coins could be silver, just because, they're marked in the early 40s. Um, I'm not familiar with the dates like I am for the American coins. And then what's really interesting, I think, is on the earrings. Those are also British, but there's this gold, very pretty gold India coin, and the clip-on mark is right over the date, so I can't see the date on the India coin. And this is the British farthing. This is the British halfpenny. That's just for the earrings. They're both the same. And then on the larger necklace or bracelet, excuse me, there's the shillings and the farthings and one other type of, the sixpence. So you have, I really wish we could film horizontal on this show, but we're not allowed to do that. It has to be vertical. But yeah, that's bomb. Very, very nice. Yeah, the earrings are the clip-ons. I was thinking of selling those separate, but then I decided just to, since I got them in the auction together, that I would keep them together. No, it would tell me if it didn't. Let me look. Let me go to the shop and go to the sold tab. Yeah, it says sold. If it didn't go through, which often happens on Whatnot, by the way, even when people's credit cards are perfect and their banking is perfect, sometimes Whatnot gets flagged by banks, and it'll say payment pending. And then if it's not fixed by the end of the show, then that item is just relisted for somebody else. But it doesn't say pending, so obviously it went through. Those are yours. You might want to send me a text after the show to remind me to take it off the other platforms before it sells again. But it would still go to you. Yeah, I know where to find you. I still have the Japanese pearls, and I kind of don't want to get. I kind of think that maybe the reason that the offer, like they didn't pay, like it was because it was the gods or the heaven saying, you don't need to sell that, like, because that was a gift from many, 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 many moons ago. But I've just never worn it. I've had it since the 90s, collecting dust. I mean, it's been in the box, so the box is dusty, but not the item. But since I'm medical poor now, it's not that this would make a difference, even if it sold for the full price. Okay, well, you go take care of yourself. Make sure to get some medical help if you need to. But have a good evening. Oh, thank you. Yeah, feel better. Make sure to call for help if you need it. Don't hesitate to get help. And hello to anybody who's watching on the YouTube side. Be sure to scan your QR code on the YouTube app, and it'll bring you over to Whatnot, and you can just sign up, and then you'll get the $15 put into your wallet. Well, it's your store wallet, so it'll work as a credit. Pin next buy now item. Okay. Yeah, since that one's sold, I have to pin the next item. And like I said, I was trying to do this show on Thursday, but Whatnot is having problems with the multicast tab. So when you schedule a show, you're supposed to click more, and then you click multicast, and it gives you the options of where you want to multicast it, but that screen doesn't come up. It just goes straight back to the thumbnail for the show. So then when it asks you if you want to start the show, it'll ask you, do you want to multicast like on the back end? So you can't preset it up. And so I tried that last night to do it on the back end, and I just got a blank screen on YouTube. It was just, you could see the Whatnot QR code, but you couldn't see you couldn't see the screen. You couldn't see the items. And if anybody wants to see the other items, there's a whole, like a necklace tree. And there is the necklace that's from Italy, the designer piece. I did not bring the t-shirts out, but if anybody needs to see them, I can go get them. I did bring the slabbed coins to the table, and I did bring the gold. There's 3 of the golds left. And I've got the little bags. Oh, and the penny roll, the one that I couldn't find, it disappeared behind my spinner during the last show. These are the wheat cents that have been bank rolled, but I have not seen what's in there, so I have no clue the years or the condition. I may have to grab some dinner and come back on a little later for the late night crowd. And if the mod is still there, I don't think you are, but if you are still there, you should see a shipping reduction now that you bought the first item. So it should be greatly reduced. I see someone named Sajad is or was watching on YouTube. I don't know if Sajad is still here, but thanks for coming, Sajad. I don't recognize that name. I don't think I've seen you before. I hear Kelsey Kitty crying in the background because she doesn't understand why she's in the timeout. Yeah, there's more people watching. There's only 2 people watching right now on Whatnot, and there's 3 people watching on YouTube. So please say hello. Put your name in the chat and let me know where you're watching from tonight. I have pinned the gold grain bars. We have 55 items left in the shop. Still 3 people on the YouTube side of it. Thank you. I think the mod checked out, so I'm not sure who number 2 is. If you're out there, put something in the chat. Let me know you're there, whoever's there. If I can ever grow my following back, we'll go back to the regular auction style listings rather than the buy it now listings. This is actually an advantage for those who want to purchase something and make an offer rather than fighting it out in an auction. It says that we're still casting, and I do see it on the iPad. I still see it live, so that's good. Getting lots of whatnot pop-ups on the top of my screen, so I can't constantly look at the little red crystal ball. I might just have to sign off for a while. Go raid somebody with a party of one. Party of one YouTube or whatnot raid. One is the loneliest number, as they say. I think, wasn't that a song or in a song? One is the loneliest number. Well, we'll give it till like 7. And then we'll just have to come back on at a later time or a later date. One more minute, people. For those of you who come in on the YouTube live in the replay, please scan that QR code. If you're not already signed up with Whatnot, it'll put $15 of credits into your wallet. ZJ, is that how to pronounce it? ZJ? Thank you for coming. Everything is in the shop under Buy It Now. Thanks for joining. Oh, it looks like Sajakos. That's a tough one for me. Looks like he or she has already checked out. Lots of coins, jewelry. Well, not lots of coins, but some of the coins have already sold. But there are still the wheat penny roll that's unsearched, and the slab nickels, the vintage and contemporary costume jewelry. I still have the bags and the wallet and the t-shirts and the cosmetic items, including the Bath and Body Works and including the perfumes. Also, for those who could be watching on YouTube or whatnot, if you are an international buyer, please do not purchase the knife, as that cannot be shipped internationally. It can be shipped domestically to the United States, with no problems, but the knife cannot be shipped. The Royal Canadian mounted knife, and it does have some damage, so I listed it as for parts or repair. And it is a working knife, but it's just in really bad shape. So if you're an international buyer, it will not be able to be shipped. Hi, Jack Smith, 89. Thanks for joining. Everything is in my shop. There's 55 items left. Feel free to go over and check out the items, and you can even throw me an offer if you like. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I tried to do this last night, but they were having problems. Whatnot's been having problems with the app being able to multicast. And I haven't heard back on the YouTube or the Facebook Whatnot group yet as to what's going on. So it wasn't working last night. It's still glitchy tonight, but at least you can see me now on both the Whatnot screen and on the YouTube screen. But there's quite a few items. A lot of these are Goodwill Blue Box items, estate items, or quite a few of these one-of-a-kind items have come from auction lots that come out of storage lockers. 55 items available, all in the Buy It Now. If you want to take time to look at the catalog, I'm here. If there's anything you'd like to see up close, I'll be free to, or feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to grab it for you. There's one item I wanted to list, but I'm waiting for a battery to arrive, so one of the really nice men's watches I could not put into tonight's show, but I can always put it up into the marketplace part of the app once that arrives this evening. So mostly contemporary jewelry, some costume, contemporary vintage, a few bags, some pretty cool new t-shirts, some coins, some slab coins, and some perfumes. And once again, if you're watching this on the Whatnot and you are an international buyer, do not purchase the knife. It will not be able to go shipped internationally. If not, I'm just, you know what, I'm going to go off the air and try to redo this. Really disappointed that the app wasn't working properly last night. But thank you to Kelly Ray 5555, actually 55s, for the purchase. Your item will go out very soon. Hi, Brittany. Thanks for joining. I have 55 items listed in the shop in the bin, so it's all Buy It Now. Most of the items have best offer turned on, unless it's just like a $2 or $3 item. Lots of cool things. Jewelry, coins, a couple of bags, some t-shirts, some Bath and Body Works, and some perfumes, to name a few. But with only one person watching, I think it's time to sign off and probably go do a one-person raid to somebody else who let me create a raid. see who's on right now. Don't see anybody on here that I recognize. Let me go to new sellers. I'm going to go over to awful lot of sales. Don't know who they are, but that's where we're going, everybody. As soon as, well, we have a couple people on the show now, so I haven't rated yet. Hidden Gems in RD flag, red flag, if you're there. Please note that everything is in the shop under Buy It Now. And after everybody gets done looking at the shop, I'm going to go do a raid on awful lot of sales, fine and precious metals, whoever they are. Just randomly picked that. If there's anything you'd like to see, just let me know. I'll be happy to show it to you. 55 items in the shop, mostly jewelry, but there are a few coin items left. There are a few of these lucky gold bars. There's a couple of small bags, some coins. There's a few t-shirts. There's a Jessica Simpson hat, new with tags. All the t-shirts are new as well. Some really awesome brooches. My mod had to check out early here due to some health issues. I did have one really cool sale tonight. I'm very happy about that. Really wanted to go on Thursday, but the multicast wasn't working. And I haven't been able to get any answers from anybody on the Whatnot groups about what's going on with that. But it is working. Well, it's semi-working tonight. I had to connect a different way. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Please scan that QR code in the top right-hand corner of your screen if you want to sign up for Whatnot over on the YouTube side. They'll put $15 into your wallet. And thank you to the person that bought the coin bracelet with the matching coin earrings tonight. That's a great deal. That was a great pickup. Let me know if you still need some more time to go through the catalog. We are not going to raid yet while people are still looking. I was just getting ready to go over and do that raid when more people joined. Hey, Easy Rally. Is that right? Easy Rally? Or is it Ezra Alley? Let's just go with Ezra. You let me know if that's correct. Well, I think we're going to have to go to our raid. We don't have enough people in here right now unless I get raided. That would be cool. Can somebody raid me? Bring some viewers over? And for those that are watching on YouTube, when we raid the next show, you won't be able to see it unless you're watching that on Whatnot. So those watching on YouTube, make sure you scan that QR code, sign up to Whatnot under April Davis PI, and they'll put the $15 credits into your account. You can use that on my store or anybody else's store as far as I know. If there's anything you want to see up close, there's a lot of stuff here that's just not like, on the screen right now. There's the necklace tree, and that's the Italian designer piece, and I got a bunch of stuff just sitting around me. If somebody wants to see something, I can grab it. But this was a good test run to get me going again. Helped me get a lot of things listed today, so that was good. You can find me with listings across all big platforms, all the big selling platforms, but you'll get the best deals here on Whatnot. Yeah, I wasn't planning on being on this long. But if anybody wants to look at anything or buy anything, just, let me know and I'll stay on a little longer. I see a lot of big sellers coming on. Well, last call before we go over, and we're going to raid this random room here. This awful lot of sales. They are fine and precious metals. I don't know them personally, but we're going to go over and we're going to raid now. So thank you for coming tonight, everybody. I'll see you soon.